Good late Wednesday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly. Hopefully you all had a good 4th of July. Mother Nature cooperated with us. Well, for the most part, it was definitely another hot and somewhat humid day, but at least we didn't have to worry about any rain or any thunderstorms spoiling any outdoor plants throughout the entire day. You can even still argue it's not looking bad out there from late this evening, overlooking 7th and Range Line from the east side of Joplin. We had another hot and humid day, needless to say. After we started at 73 this morning at the airport in Joplin, we topped that at 96. Both numbers running above normal for this time of the year. But thankfully, no record highs or lows were broken this time around. At the airport in Joplin, at the last check, it was sitting at 78 with it feeling like 80 degrees thanks to a dew point still kind of up there in the upper 60s. So it is still a little bit on the muggy side if you have any late evening plans, but overall we're looking pretty quiet venturing into the overnight. Most spots now are primarily in the middle to upper 70s, between 76 and 79. A few spots like Lamar, Anderson, Cassville, and Bentonville still trying to hold on to readings near 80. You factor in those dew points, though, it does feel quite, maybe not quite a bit warmer, but at least a little bit warmer. Feels like low to mid 80s all across the board at the top of the 11 o'clock hour. Let's get to the Skywatch Storm Tracker now. We had a nice and quiet day, partly sunny skies, of course, filtered across the area today. In general, though, no clouds really got enough moisture inside of them to result in any rain or thunderstorms. It would be nice if we had some around here, but today was just another one of those days where if you wanted any good thunderstorm chances to talk about, they were off to our north, they were off to our west, and they were off especially to our south, including one batch of rain that worked out of the Gulf region of Texas, at least the Gulf Coast, and continuing to actually press south near Corpus Christi and even maybe making a run toward McAllen and Brownsville, Texas, just before you hop over the Mexico border. With our current setup, this was why we couldn't get anything going today. This is why we were hot and humid, because the brunt of that upper level ridge was back right on top of us today. And when we have something like that in place, you can't really get enough moisture to rise up to condense in the clouds, deep cloud cover, and give us rain or thunderstorms. I think that will change, though, because we are still going to see the brunt of that high shift to the west, back into the Rocky Mountain Range as we venture into the next few days. As that happens, we will see our next cold front off to our northwest start to head our way. You can see it, how it launched some rain and thunderstorms out across parts of Nebraska and Iowa throughout the course of the day. Those thunderstorms will not make it here, but again, that front will be on the move, especially as we go through the next few days. In the short term, we'll keep things nice and quiet tonight. I think it'll be a mild night. I think overall most of us will drop off into the lower 70s to start your Thursday morning out for those of you heading back to work on Thursday. As we go throughout the day, once we get into the afternoon, the front starts to sneak in from the north. It'll primarily be around the Kansas City I-70 corridor throughout much of your Thursday. That may have the better opportunity to provide any thunderstorms north of the area, but as long as that front's close by and trying to interact with the heat and humidity that we'll have in place, can't rule out a few random thunderstorms as we venture into the afternoon ahead of us. For the most part, though, we're ahead of that front, so it's going to be another kind of toasty day, with temperatures starting at 72 in the morning, 90 by lunchtime, and then afternoon highs will top out around 95. You factor in the humidity, it may feel like it's 100 degrees throughout parts of the afternoon, but not quite hot enough to issue heat advisories. So that's something we'll keep an eye on, though. As we head into Friday, though, that is when our setup begins to change a little bit. Here comes that cold front. We'll have a better shot for thunderstorms, at least scattered thunderstorms, as we go through your Friday. We'll still have a bit of a hot day with highs in the lower 90s, but the real story with this front not only will be the rain chances, but what comes in behind the front. You can see how we start in the upper 60s to near 70 Saturday morning. Look at afternoon highs Saturday. Still on the warm side of things, but upper 80s for a good portion of the area for Saturday. That does not sound bad compared to how hot it's been for the past several days. On top of that, the dew points. We'll have dew points between the upper 60s and lower 70s for your Thursday, and especially as that front works in on Friday. Once we get that out of here, the backside of the front through, look at the dew points Saturday. We'll see them in the upper 50s to about 60, 61 degrees. That is a much more drier air mass than what we're seeing right now, and especially as we go into tomorrow. So with a drier air mass and back to warm temperatures for Saturday and Sunday, those are your two picked days of the coming weekend for any and all outdoor plans. 95 for your Thursday. Again, a few random thunderstorms in the afternoon are possible. Better thunderstorm chances will wait for us on Friday, though, with highs near 91. Upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. And how about to start Saturday and Sunday morning out? Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. That's going to be a nice start to those mornings. Then we'll have to venture back at least into the lower 90s as we go into the start of a new work week ahead of us. And maybe with the summertime air mass working back in, there could be a random storm possible Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Have a good night. Have a great Thursday.